So the concept of a supernormal stimulus comes from biology, and the idea is that organisms have instinctual reactions to certain types of stimuli that have certain characteristics. And a supernormal stimulus is like a prototypical stimulus on steroids. So in the case of outrage, there's a certain type of stimulus that triggers outrage. It's a violation of a moral norm, and there are prototypical stimuli that we encounter in our daily lives that trigger, probably mild to moderate outrage. Someone cuts us off in traffic, or somebody's rude to us, somebody says a remark that's off color, and we experience the emotion in response to that triggering stimulus. A supernormal stimulus that would trigger outrage would be one that would trigger a really extreme outrage response. And it's called supernormal in a sense because that stimulus is something that's potentially been engineered to provoke outrage and is not necessarily one that we would typically encounter in our daily lives. I think a lot of the fake news headlines that we saw in the lead up to the 2016 elections in the US are really good examples of like supernormal outrage stimuli, where they're like larger than life, and they're engineered to be that way. And I think that the hawkers of fake news, at least at an intuitive level, understood that outrage goes viral. And so if they're designing these headlines to go viral, they're designing them to be extreme examples of stimuli that will push all of those buttons.